Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and there's a lot to cover. One of the things that I was going to talk, or at least make you aware of today, was that they're having Bitcoin Miami this week. And when I was looking for different things on that, and I came across this. A lot of you, especially you younger people, may not be aware of this guy. This guy is his name's Robert Kiyosaki. He's the guy that wrote that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's a very smart guy. Now, he is a Bitcoin guy. That part of it, now, let me make a caveat. I'm not saying nobody should own Bitcoin. I think you should own some Bitcoin, but I think it's more important that you own gold. But I want to show you something he said here, and I'll talk about what's going on in the economy itself, and then make a point. And then we'll talk about Bitcoin Miami in a second.
As much as they like. Then they tell you, so that you go to school, you get a job, you become an employee, you pay taxes because you're working for money. Then they tell you to save money. So let's say you save $1 US or €1, 1 yen. The banking system can lend out 10. So the entire system is called the fractional reserve system. The fractional reserve system is also printing money. And then they tell you to save money. So they want you to save money so they can lend out your money 10 times. So your dollar became worthless 10 times over. They used to pay you 10% interest on your money. Now it's at best 1%. And they're still lending it out 10 times. So that's why you don't save money, is because your money is becoming worth less and less and less and less and less. The banks are getting richer and richer and richer.
He's 1,000% right. This is the same reason that I showed up to this party, folks. In 2013, after the financial crisis, I was buying gold and silver, and I was like, I don't trust this government anymore. I don't trust the governments of the world anymore. And what do you do when you don't trust them? Physical gold. Well, that's what I was doing. And I continued doing it. But that's when I discovered Bitcoin. So now, a few years later, I question whether Bitcoin was created by the same people that he's talking about. See, that's my problem now. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't own some as a hedge. I would look at Bitcoin as 25% Bitcoin, 75% gold is how I look at it. Now, he also said this, and I want to make a point about the economy itself. Repo market inversion. Last time this happened was 2008. Be careful. Recession and crash coming. Weak business and greedy investors to fail. In 2008, I borrowed $300 million to buy great real estate at bargain prices. Time to get rich coming again. Time to get smart, not greedy. Now let me tell you what, because I was there in the financial crisis, and in a financial crisis, even if you don't believe in US dollars, cash is king. So don't just, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but what I'm going to do and what I am doing is I'm making sure that I have plenty of cash, for one thing, because you have to have staying power in a financial crisis. I learned this in the last one. You have to have staying power, and that means you need to have plenty of cash, physical cash and cash in your bank account. You also need to have, or I have, plenty of crypto. I have gold, silver. I've been telling you recently, I just got Glint as a sponsor. One of the things I'm doing every week I'm doing it. I'm buying gold in my Glint account, because this solves a problem that wasn't even solved in the last financial crisis. In fact, Glint was probably created as a result of the last financial crisis, because now you can put you can buy gold in a Glint account, have your Glint MasterCard debit card, and you can literally spend the gold. So instead of piling up US dollars, you're able to pile up gold that is spendable gold and solves the inflation problem. The prices go up in your grocery store, and your neighbor is sitting there on a bank account with $10,000 cash to use for those groceries, and you're sitting on $10,000 of gold, and inflation goes nuts. Guess who wins? The Glint account owner. So I'll put a link to this in the top of the description of this video. Go check it out. Okay, John Deaton is down at Bitcoin Miami, April 6th through April 9th. Bitcoin Miami. He said he's there. And he also tweeted this out. He said, when I got out of the rental car at the hotel, the valet noticed my hat and said, XRP, I have some of that along with Ethereum and Bitcoin. I said, me too, then tipped him in XRP. I didn't have time to wait for the other two. That's exactly right. Now, just to look at some of these, apparently this thing starts in 55 minutes. Look at some of the people that are going to be there. Serena Williams, Peter Thiel's going to be there. Let's see who else, if any, Odell Beckham Jr., the wide receiver. There's one of the Bitcoin maxis that hates Ripple. Michael Saylor, who is the ultimate Bitcoin maxi. Jack Mallers, Jimmy Song. Let's see. There's Cynthia Loomis and Anthony Pompliano. Cynthia Loomis still hasn't answered us on anything with why she isn't calling for an investigation of the Ethereum free pass or anything like that. As we go down, and let me make a comment here while we're looking at this. Look, I think it's great. I think the Bitcoin thing's great. I think the Bitcoin conference is great. I think it's the whole movement's great. But let's not compare Bitcoin to XRP. You're talking two different things. You're talking about something that works and something that doesn't work. And I'm not saying Bitcoin works. All right. The guy from this is interesting. The guy from Dave Portnoy, the guy from Barstool Sports, is going to be down there. Let's see who else. John Najarian from CNBC. Looking for anybody else that's interesting. Let's see. I don't see anybody. I know there are some I'm missing, but anyway, moving along. Well, guess who else? Oh, let's do a little flashback from last year's Bitcoin Miami.
We're not selling. We're not selling. Fuck Elon. Fuck Elon.
Okay. Now, guess who else is going to Bitcoin Miami? That's the Blockchain Association. This was an email that they sent out for how the Blockchain Association is headed down to Bitcoin Miami. And I tweeted it out. I said, maybe you could have saved some of the travel money and helped support Ripple and John Deaton in the fight against the SEC overreach. You are a crypto industry trade group after all, right? Not just a Bitcoin and Ethereum trade crypto industry group, right? They've still not done anything that I'm aware of to support Ripple. Now, before I go into some of the Ethereum stuff, I wanted to remind everybody, Nick Burafedo sent this out. Link to's current top 3 sellers: Ripple, Link to, Uphold. I own equity in all 3 of those. These Link to is one of my sponsors, but they're also I'm also a customer. These guys, says get a piece of these 3 unicorns before they leave. I'm surprised they have any Ripple left because it's been going so fast, but also the others have too. So if you've been thinking about it, it's something you might want to go check out. Link to's linqto.com. I also put a link at the top of the description. Now, this clip right here I found, this is from March 18th, 2021. Listen to this clip and then we'll make a point.
We kind of avoided the United States, and I had lived in the United States for a big chunk of my adult life, and I was less scared of the United States than others on the project were. The United States did have a tendency to not look kindly upon people who built their own money systems, and so there's a good reason why we located the project in Switzerland. But I felt that, hey, we're just building software, shouldn't be a problem, and I wanted to be one of the vectors for activating people in the United States. The internet was largely constructed in the United States, Web 1 and Web 2 as we know it, and there's obviously a ton of talent and a big economy that I believe we could benefit from, and could benefit from decentralized protocol technology. So,
all right, so they avoided the United States, but he wanted to get a piece of the action in the United States. He said that. So I said, reminder, SEC is suing an American company, Ripple, that did it the right way and did not avoid the United States and tried to work with regulators from the beginning while leaving Ethereum alone. Founders avoided the United States but sold into it, bringing it under SEC jurisdiction. Okay? And we know that that brings it under SEC jurisdiction because I've played you a video on this channel before of Valerie Chapinick from the SEC saying, yeah, oh, we can get you if you're selling anything in the United States. Doesn't matter if you're out of the country. That brings you in the jurisdiction. So it's not that they can't. They can. And I said, not one person in Congress has called for an investigation. That stands to be true. Let's see what this person said. Oh, they're copying in the Justice Department and people like that. They need to be copied in. Why is nothing being done? TAIG, I missed this tweet, but this is something I wanted to show you. The United States Government Accountability Office. Other virtual currencies that have been created are not based on the Bitcoin protocol. One of the more prominent examples is XRP, which is used within a decentralized payment system called Ripple. Ripple allows users to make peer-to-peer transfers in any currency. A key function of XRP is to facilitate the conversion from one currency to another. For example, if a direct conversion between Mexican pesos and Thai baht, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is not available, the pesos can be exchanged for XRP, and then the XRP for baht. The United States Government Accountability Office. That's interesting stuff. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family that the United States Government Accountability Office has something to say about XRP.